So if you have tried to solve the inequality on Desmos Screen 3 using your notes and you're stuck, this is where you need to be. If you have not yet tried to solve that screen using your notes on your own, try it first and then come back to this if you need it. And as we're working through this problem, make sure that you're following along with me, that you're taking notes, that my screen and your screen or your notes look exactly the same. Don't just watch me do this entire problem, solve this entire problem, and then go back and try to solve it on your own. So I know that I need to solve my inequality here, and I know that I need to graph it on the number line. So what I did was break this inequality into two pieces. I've got my red piece, which is right here, and I've got my green piece, which is right there. Now this y over 3, or y divided by 3, is represented here and represented here. The slash means division. So the first thing I'm going to have to do, we've seen these before, is add 4 to both sides. You guys are awesome at these. So the -4 and +4 cancel out, and I'm going to get that 12 is less than y divided by 3. Now we've got to think, what is the opposite of division? This looks a little bit funky, but the only thing it's telling us to do is divide. So the opposite of division, of course, is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 3 because my goal is to get y by itself. My goal is always to get the variable by itself. If you don't have Desmos Scientific Calculator up, go ahead and bring it up. Pause this video to do that. And I'm going to do 12 times 3, which is 36. The inequality sign stays the same. And then my y comes down because dividing by 3 and multiplying by 3 just cancel out. And I've got my first piece solved. Now I'm ready to move on to my green piece. Again, the first thing I've got to do is get rid of this 4 because I need to get y by itself. So I'm going to end up with, I'm shifting this over, y divided by 3 is less than 14. Again, if I'm dividing by 3 and I need to get rid of this 3, I need to multiply by 3. Multiplication is the opposite of division. So multiplying both sides by 3, coming back to Desmos, I get 14 times 3 is 42. So then drop your inequality sign down, 42. So now I'm ready to type out my entire solution, and I'll do that in blue. So my smaller number always goes first. 36 is less than y. Notice how this looks exactly the same. And then y is less than 42, which notice how this looks exactly the same here. Pause the video, make sure you've got all of this in your notes. Type your inequality solution in Desmos. And now I'm ready to graph my inequality on the number line. So I'm just going to write it here so I don't forget about it. And since this is a less than sign, it's not less than or equal to, I know that when I draw circles over my numbers, they're going to be open circles. So at 36, it's going to be open, and at 42, it's going to be open. If this was less than or equal to, so it had the line underneath, my circles would be closed. And now I just need to shade in the middle to graph my solution to this inequality.